Kia ora, good morning. Welcome to another vlog. We're at the northwest, and as you can see, someone fell off in my leathers. Tip was me. I am sore. Hit my finger. Hip. A little bit tender. Feel like I've been fired in the tumble dryer. So, anyway, got to sit at Church Corner and watch the bikes go around for second Superbike qualifying. Unfortunately, damaged the bike quite a bit, so massive sorry to the boys. Yeah, just silly mistake. I was trying to go around the outside of a slower rider. I was behind Jeremy Coward, but I should have just let him go. But I just felt comfortable sitting there, to be fair, and clearly was going faster than I thought I was. So yeah, just a silly mistake, which is a little frustrating. But that's life. Main thing is obviously I'm alright. Alpine Stars, obviously, as we can see, it's done its job. Yeah, airbag went off. It's done its job. Alpine Stars helmet's done its job. Just got a slight wear through on the glove, but yeah, it's not bad at all. It's pretty good considering got fired up the road at God knows how fast. Too fast. Any crash is too fast, and he just hit her head. Yeah, so yeah, that's a bit of a shame. Not what the doctor ordered, that's for sure. So yeah, just going to go and catch up with the team now and see what we need to do, see what I can help with. It's weird because I love to help and do stuff because I'm so used to doing that myself. And I just stand there and feel useless, to be fair. I try and put stickers on. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're shit. Duck noise. Chicken noise. Sorry, chicken noise. Yeah, so that's about the gist of that, really. But I was going round the guy and I was obviously going to come back, and obviously I just was carrying lean angle when I did it, so it's just too much horsepower, too much lean angle. And offline in the dirt.
Yeah. And a back mark when you're on.
Yeah, but anyway.
At least you can process that, can't you?
Exactly, so. Yeah. That's the plan anyway. What do you need me to do?
Nothing. I think we're going to get it together. There's just an airbox off, checked all in there, and steadily. They've just got new front brake lines on and so on.
That Dave.
Yeah, that Dave's on brake lines.
Double Dave's.
Airbox. It's coming together.
Should be good as new, mate.
Oh.
Do you know Dave Neal from Off Track Podcast?
No.
It's quite a big one.
I have seen the podcast, yeah.
He said, like, would you be interested in doing one?
Yeah?
So he said, like, to come here.
Yes.
On the way?
Yeah, I've got my shadow out.
Mitch Rees.
It's still better than no one. That's why I did mine. I can't see it. Hasn't looked.
Start race, you'll get John in Madison, Tipsford race is next. So let's go back down to Larry.
Yeah, mate, cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Thanks,
Big cheese.
Well done.
Cheers, mate.
You're welcome.
Really good.
Pleased you've had a good time.
I have, yeah.
Good.
That's mega.
Good.
It's a bit boring riding around by myself again, but that's why I've got to get used to it.
Ice cream.
Yeah, we want ice cream now. You've been promising me all
yeah,
day.
go on, get it. What do you want?
Oh, just a soft serve spot.
Yep.
And now let us shout.
Well done,
Oh.
kid. Well done.
Thank you, Nigel.
Did you enjoy that?
I did. Yeah, that was magic. That was good. Just ride by around by myself and which is what we're going to be doing, isn't it? So it's perfect.
Yep. You're in a lovely sweet.
Yeah, I think we could have gone the gearing then, but doesn't really matter, does it? So
No, I think it's the next step that you were happy achieving what you achieved.
yeah,
29.4 on your very last lap of the event. Onwards and upwards.
yeah.
Learning your motorbike. That is a better shape that time too.
Oh, yeah.
It's in good shape. We've not got.
Shit. Oh, that is much
Yeah.
better. There's the same compound.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wonder if it was just not as hot. So what is the? So you've got what kind of compounds? Like a
You have 0, which your BMW will often run.
Yeah.
And then you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. But whenever we've had success with David here, it's always been the 1.
Yeah.
And Peter. Peter will be on a 0 on the BM. The Link suits it.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, they made the 0 for the BMW. No.
yeah, it's primo. Yeah, of course.
I can get my eyes out and can figure out what's going on. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers,
Good luck.
mate.
Well done today. Good luck for the Isle of Man.
Yeah, thank
I'll
you.
see you there.
Are you gonna be there?
Yeah, I'll
Awesome.
be there. I'll hunt you out.
Do that. Yeah, shall we have a go? Yeah. Okay.
Well, I've been going 103 years.
Oh, you're right. Oh, yeah. No, good you. Not bad. Good job.
Thank you.
Well done, Mark. Good.
No problem at all. Thank you.
Good debut.
Yeah, good bit of fun. So,
Where's nice cream
oh,
for you?
look, I got my ice cream. He's been promising me all day. So,
All day.
yeah, all day. But see, I had to earn it. I come back, so I get it.
Come back next year, I'll buy you one.
Yeah. Thank you.
If it makes you go fast.
Yeah, that's
You got to keep that yacht into the grass, sir.
yeah. Hotlines.
The dirty lane, anyway.
Yeah. It's just such a difficult corner that.
Yeah.
It's so slow.
But and it's kind of away from you too, like.
Yeah, and like my problem was I was too slow through there and too tight.
Yeah.
If I was actually faster, you run wider.
Could you try?
Yeah, of course I can.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Ice cream.
Cover his face. Cheers, buddy.
That's cruel.
Wow, you got that. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I don't think you need this one anymore.
Yeah, we do.
I'm looking way well in my street.
Please.
Good scam.
You're disturbing the ice cream thing?
That's okay.
Maybe he needs a hand hitting the ice cream too.
Good ice cream. I'm actually stoked on that. It's quite good.
Brilliant. Hey, thanks very much.
There'll be two young boys coming back.
Yeah,
One of them
get in there, Alex.
on the seat.
Yeah, no, I've signed them.
Oh, you've done it. Lovely.
Yep. Ah.
Ice cream. There we go.
Brilliant. Hey.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, boys.
Thank you.
Well done, today. Have a night.
Enjoy your debut.
Yeah.
Be back.
Oh, yeah. It's absolutely mega. So much fun. Yeah, no, really.
I've been watching Davey's YouTube videos,
Yeah.
you know, of you guys over in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And stuff. You seem to be the main man over there.
Yeah. Just, yeah. It's good to come and do something different. Whee! Can I get a woo? Big day. Oh. Yep. Kia ora, good afternoon, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. It's great to have you all. Hey guys, yeah, welcome back. We're actually at Donington. This is a post Northwest 200 debrief, I guess, or post Northwest 200 YouTube. Anyway, I've been slack. Mihi's told me about 30 times I need to do some stuff. Mihi's bought shit off Temu and it's crap. Anyway, back to what I don't know what I was saying. What was I saying, Mihi? Since you so rudely interrupted us with your terrible mic.
The Northwest ruined.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I apologise to Mihi. She works harder than I do. Yeah. Anyway, back to Northwest debrief. Yeah, it's ruined short circuit stuff for me a little bit. This guy knows. Just 6 gear wide open through station corner, and you just wide open in 6 for like 20 seconds, and you just there on the bike, and just the whole Alton Park incident just disappears out of your brain, and you're focused, and it was something else. It really has changed my perspective on what I want to do with my riding, my racing, because that was probably the most fun thing outside of KOing Dave Sharp that I've ever done. I really enjoyed it. I had a good time. Unfortunately, on Thursday, so we had Wednesday practice, which ended up getting cut short. I think we've probably already gone through that a little bit, but we only got about 10-15 laps maybe on Wednesday, so 5 newcomers, and then I think we got a few laps, so it wasn't a lot. And then Thursday started off well. I think I think what did I end up about 18th fastest in stock qualifying, or qualifying 2, even though we didn't get the first one. So that was good. So that was in the first group. So that was all with Davey and Hickey and Michael Dunlop and all the top boys. So I managed to be in the first wave. So that was mega. That sort of, it was good to be able to start with them. And then Superbike, we had second qualifying, which was actually going really good, and I was feeling good. Bike was good. We just made a change, made the gearing a little bit, well, not even the gearing, but the chain length longer, just to try and get a better feel from the rear tyre. Unfortunately, Jamie Coward come past me, and I was like, I'll just jump in behind him and see if I can learn some stuff off him, which I actually did, and I felt really comfortable sitting there with him. I was stoked, to be fair. I was kind of just riding around, and it wasn't like pushing the envelope, and I managed to just sort of sit there for, I don't know, it was probably only half a lap. He came past me just before York Corner. So yeah, and then managed to follow him. He went around a lap rider coming out of Metropole, and then so I went to go around the outside of the guy, and the guy ran wide, not wide so much, but he was on race line, maybe a little bit off, and I went to go around the outside of him. Unfortunately, there's quite a bit of camber there. The road was really dirty because they haven't had rain for like a month, or like some decent rain for like a month, so the road was actually really dirty, and just ran into the off camber, hard on the throttle, trying to get around a guy, dirty track, just combination of things, just silly rookie amateur mistake that you live and you learn. Fortunately, I didn't, first high side of my career, but fortunately, it just was, I was okay in a sense. So you're taking the skin off my finger and a slight tear in my right shoulder and my AC joint, which I've had before, but it's here nor there, to be fair. It just doesn't really worry me. That was all going well up until that point, and then it wasn't going so well. Unfortunately, I did a good job to damaging the bike, so the boys could have got it done, but it just was going to be a rush, and then it would have been half done, and it was just best. I probably wasn't in the right mindset as well. I'd sort of hit my head and scratched the helmet, and like, it wasn't bad, like I didn't get knocked out, didn't get concussed or anything like that, but it was just like, I was sore, just needed to just stop, just take the day, which I went down to the team to decide, and then by then the bike was it wasn't going to be ready in time for the race. So unfortunately, we missed out on the Thursday races, which was, I think, one stock and one Superbike race. So that was a shame, because it would have been good to get out there and do those. But anyway, that's life. So we had the Friday off. So Friday's like a rest day, and then Saturday was the main race day. So I think they run like 2 Super Twin races, a Super Sport, Super Stock, and 2 Superbike races on the Saturday. There's a few stoppages, a few red flags. Some guys got hurt, which I think most of them are, they're hurting, but they're all right, which is good. So so best wishes to anyone they got that sort of injured at the Northwest. And then basically from there, so the results there were good. So for the Super Stock race, like I said earlier, I started off in 18th, so that was good. Was in the first wave of riders, so managed to get a bit of a toe and learn from some guys. Ended up, I think, 13th in that race, which was actually the second race. So if I actually started properly, so the first one was the first Super Stock of the day, which I started on the second wave. So me, Marcus Simpson, buddy of mine, he shout out to Marcus. I know he's got a YouTube channel. He's a good bugger. We had good ride around together in the first race, and then I think I led that the second wave, and ended up 15th in that one. So that was good. Was stoked with that. Lap time come down, I think, sort of a decent chunk. I think down to a 32, which is about where I was when I fell off on Thursday. So then into the Superbike race was good. Managed to start with the front group, and was behind Nathan Harrison. Made a couple of mistakes. Went to pass him under brakes and just ran on across the small grass and up the bank a little bit and back. Just a little bit of motocrossing. So we're not going to do the idle man. So anyway, so that was alright. pace got better. I actually think he ended up doing like a 4:30, 4:30, which is like a decent time in that race, and ended up 13th. So stoked on that. And then the final race, which was the last Superbike race, which back starting the second wave again. So yeah, which was, to be fair, was probably quite good for myself, because I was just riding around with myself like it was practice. Probably more like riding around the Isle of Man, where you're sort of doing your own thing rather than riding around in a race with people. So the only thing with that, you don't have the slipstream, so you're doing all the work yourself. To be fair, I should have changed the gearing. I just was happy with the bike, and just was happy, like I was a bit sore, and I was just like, if we just ride the bike, I know what the bike's going to do, rather than change the gearing and make the bike different, we'll just do it as it is. In hindsight, should have changed it, would have gone faster. Just the bike was lacking in some small areas, just with a little bit of drive, and even like pulling 6th gear. It was sitting quite low in the rev range with the headwind, because I think the headwind from Thursday to Saturday for myself was like 10 mile an hour, which is massive. So what's that, like, I don't know, 16 kilometers an hour, something like that, maybe. Yeah, something like that, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I think that's about what it is.
Is that about that?
Yeah, so it's about 16 kilometers, 10 mile an hour slower, and obviously over such a long distance, like that's the longest straight, when you've got a headwind heading down to university. So you're sacrificing a lot of time. And even when I was in the draft to people, I couldn't really pull. I could sit there with them, but I couldn't even really pull on them to slip some past them. So in hindsight, should have changed it, but we didn't. It didn't really matter. We were there to have fun. Had fun. Ended up 11th, I think. We unfortunately, there was a red flag. I think on the last lap, quite a bad crash. Actually, at the final turn, from a guy at the sort of in the second or third wave, might have been. Actually, I think it was just behind me. Or quite a ways behind me. Second wave, it's probably like 15-20 seconds behind me, but had a bad crash at the last turn. Basically was about not quite a lap to go, so I was sort of heading my way down towards university, or to station actually, and got the red flag come out. So sort of cruised along, actually ended up stopping just before university, and Nathan Harrison popped his head out, and he'd had a clutch issue, I think, burnt a clutch, so he jumped on the back of the bike with me, and we rode back most of the way, and actually got to Metropole, and then that's where they stopped all the riders. You'd think a red flag, you'd stop where you are, where you see the red flag, but they basically have a stop point that you ride to, and then all the marshals will stop you there. So that was kind of concluded the racing, so I ended up 11th in that one, and we basically sat at Metropole for about an hour and a half, waiting for the chopper for the guy. The Northwest does a good job. They've got the like curb deflectors, so like a soft foam that they put up against the curbs, so kind of helps glance off, and then there's some big airbags. So, but sounds like it was still a hefty crash. So hope he's doing okay. I'm not sure who the guy was, but ended up 11th in that one, like this, just behind Aussie Davo Johnson. So we actually caught up with him today here at Donington in the paddock, and took a bit of crack. So it was good to catch up with him and have a yak about it. So that was cool. Happy with the bike. We were just on a stock bike, so there's not a super bike or anything like that in the super bike class, and to come away with 11th, and I think I did a 29.3, 29.4, something like that. So I think it was like the second fastest ever newcomer around the Northwest 200, which is not what I was going there for. But Davey did happen to point out the fact that once we'd finished racing, he goes, "Look, I didn't want to bring it up beforehand, but you didn't beat my newcomer time here." I was like, that is what it is. And then he looks up his lap time from the year, I think he did, it was 2017 or 2018 might have been, his first year doing the Northwest, and then he's like, oh, shit. I actually did beat it here. I think he said he only did a minute 30 or something, so said obviously that's a decent time, sort of only around on average sort of 10 seconds off the boys in front, over a 4 minute plus lap first time there. I'm pretty happy with that. Not that we're going there for lap times, but I felt comfortable doing those times, and just felt better and better each time. It's literally just learning. Like even I think by the end of the Northwest I've only done like maybe 40 to 50 laps, you know, like it's not a lot really. And absolutely mega, really enjoy myself. So plan, I'd really like to come back next year, so we're just going to make that work financially and logistically. So yeah, if anyone's got any questions, if anything they want to see over the Ironman TT week, practice week into race week, if there's anything you guys want to know, we're going to try and document as much as we can, obviously. I don't know what the restrictions are like, but yeah, massive shout out to everyone that's already subscribed and already done that. I really appreciate it. It's cool, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the journey. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I hope Missy's enjoying it because she's been dragged along to it. Yeah, mega.